Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln wheat pennies coin that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we've got something truly fascinating to discuss, a coin that has been a staple of American currency for decades but can actually be worth a small fortune. We're talking about the famous 1954 wheat penny. Now, you might think, a penny? What's so special about that? Well, let me tell you, this isn't just any regular penny. The 1954 wheat penny has some surprising qualities that make it one of the most sought-after coins for collectors today. If you've ever wondered about the true value of a seemingly ordinary coin, this is the video for you. Stick around because we'll reveal just how much this little piece of history can be worth. The 1954 wheat penny, as its name suggests, features the iconic wheat design on the reverse side of the coin. This design, first introduced in 1909, features two stalks of wheat that curve around the coin, symbolizing the agricultural roots of the United States. But the magic of the 1954 penny goes beyond just its design. It's the rarity and specific details that make this coin so valuable. Let's start with the basics. The 1954 wheat penny was minted in large numbers, but here's the thing, while many were made, not all were preserved well. Most of these pennies were used for everyday transactions, so the majority of them show signs of wear and tear. If you've come across a well-worn 1954 penny, it probably isn't worth much more than its face value. However, the real treasure lies in those rare, high-grade specimens that have been carefully preserved. The condition of the coin is crucial when determining its value. Coins that are uncirculated or in pristine condition can fetch a premium price. But the 1954 wheat penny isn't just valuable because of its age and rarity, it also has some intriguing errors and minting variations that can make it even more valuable. One of the most sought-after versions of the 1954 wheat penny is the one with a notable error in the minting process. You see, during the production of this coin, some pennies were struck with the wrong die, leading to unusual features like a doubled die or even misaligned designs. These minting errors are incredibly rare, and collectors go wild for them. A double die error, for example, means that the details on the coin appear more than once, creating a slight, ghosting effect. This type of error is highly prized in the coin collecting world and can significantly increase the value of the coin, but that's not all. There are also a few other variations of the 1954 wheat penny that can bring in a hefty sum. For example, certain pennies were minted with a particular mark that indicates they were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which adds another layer of rarity. Pennies from this mint are often considered more desirable due to their lower production numbers compared to those minted in other locations. Now, here's where things get really exciting. If you happen to find a 1954 wheat penny that is both in excellent condition and has a rare error or mint mark, you could be sitting on a real gold mine. And I'm not talking about just a few dollars, I'm talking about something much more significant. So, what could a 1954 wheat penny be worth today? Well, if you have one of these rare, high-grade specimens, you could see a price tag of up to $61,000. That's right, $61,000. For a single penny, imagine going through your old change jar or digging through some old coins and finding one of these rare gems. It's not just a piece of history, it's a potential fortune waiting to be discovered. Now, you might be wondering how you can identify if your 1954 wheat penny is one of these valuable coins. First and foremost, check the condition. Coins with minimal wear, no scratches, and clear, sharp features are the ones you want to keep an eye on. If your penny has any of the rare minting errors, like the double die, that's even better. A professional coin grading service can help confirm the coin's authenticity and value, so it's worth getting your penny checked out if you suspect it might be a valuable find. So, the next time you come across a 1954 wheat penny, take a closer look. Could it be worth a fortune? Who knows, you might just have a small treasure tucked away in your collection. Top 2, we're taking a close look at one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies ever minted in the United States, the 1953 wheat penny. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny, how special could it really be? But let me tell you, this small coin holds a huge surprise for those who know where to look. The 1953 wheat penny is part of the iconic series that was minted from 1909 to 1958, featuring the beloved wheat stalks on the reverse side. This simple design might seem ordinary at first glance, but for coin collectors, this penny has more to offer than meets the eye. So, why is this coin so significant, and what makes it worth so much money? Stick around, because we're about to dive deep into its history, rarity, and the unique features that could make it worth a small fortune. Let's start by setting the stage. The 1953 wheat penny was minted during the post-World War II era, a time when the United States was experiencing significant changes both economically and socially. This was a period of prosperity, and coins like the 1953 penny circulated widely throughout the country. But as time passed, these pennies were used in everyday transactions, and many were worn down, faded, or damaged. So, why does this particular coin stand out? The key is in its condition and the few exceptional pieces that managed to survive in mint condition. If you happen to find a 1953 wheat penny that is well preserved, especially one that hasn't seen much circulation, you could be looking at a rare gem. Coins that are uncirculated or in near-perfect condition are highly prized in the coin collecting world because they represent a snapshot of history that hasn't been altered by wear and tear. Most of the 1953 wheat pennies that are out there are not in pristine condition, so a well-preserved one is certainly a rare find, but it's not just about the condition. There are certain unique features of the 1953 wheat penny that could make it even more valuable. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the discovery of errors during the minting process. And yes, the 1953 wheat penny has its share of these intriguing errors. One of the most famous errors associated with this coin is the double die variety. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin has been misaligned during production, causing the details to appear more than once. For a coin collector, finding a double die error on a 1953 wheat penny is a real treasure. The error creates a slight ghosting effect, where the image seems to overlap. This gives the coin a unique look and makes it incredibly valuable to collectors who specialize in error coins. There's also the possibility of finding a rare mint mark or a piece that was struck with a damaged die, leading to even more interesting variations. Some of these coins have slight misalignments or noticeable imperfections that make them stand out from the rest. These kinds of errors are highly coveted by coin collectors because they are one-of-a-kind pieces that can add immense value to a collection. Now, let's talk about the true value of the 1953 wheat penny. While a typical, well-worn penny might only be worth a few cents, the rare, high-grade specimens, especially those with minting errors, can be worth much more. In fact, if you have one of these exceptional coins, it could fetch a price that will leave you speechless. If your 1953 wheat penny is in uncirculated condition or has a rare minting error like the double die, it could be worth as much as $67,000. Yes, you heard that right, $67,000 for a single penny. Imagine that, a penny, something that's usually tossed around in your pocket or jar, could be worth a small fortune. It's an exciting prospect for any coin collector or even just anyone with an old coin collection lying around. So, if you have a 1953 wheat penny or think you might, make sure to take a closer look. You could be holding on to something extraordinary. Before you go rushing off to search through your coin collection, remember that the value of these coins depends on a few key factors: its condition, any potential minting errors, and of course, its rarity. If you suspect you have a rare one, it's always worth getting it professionally graded and authenticated. A certified coin grader can help you understand just how valuable your 1953 wheat penny might be. Top 3, we have something truly special to talk about: the 1949 wheat penny. At first glance, this might seem like just another penny from the past, but trust me, it's anything but ordinary. This seemingly humble coin has a rich history, and when you dig deeper, you'll realize why it could be worth a whole lot more than a single cent. The 1949 wheat penny is part of the famous series of pennies that were minted from 1909 to 1958. Featuring the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse side, the wheat penny is one of the most recognized and beloved coins in American history. But what makes the 1949 version particularly intriguing to coin collectors? Let's take a closer look at its history and what sets this coin apart from the rest. First, we need to consider the time period when this coin was minted. The 1949 wheat penny was produced during a post-war era, a time of recovery and economic change in the United States. After World War II, the country was experiencing rapid growth and prosperity. This meant that coins like the 1949 penny were used frequently in daily transactions. However, just like most coins of the time, many of these pennies went through heavy circulation, which means they were worn down, damaged, and eventually lost. So, what makes the 1949 wheat penny so valuable today? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and a few unique features that set it apart. If you happen to find a 1949 wheat penny in uncirculated condition, you could be holding on to something really valuable. Most of these coins were used for years and have visible signs of wear. But there are certain 1949 pennies that have been carefully preserved and remain in pristine condition, making them extremely rare and desirable to collectors. The difference between a worn penny and a high-grade, uncirculated penny is like night and day, and that's where the real value lies. However, it's not just the condition of the coin that makes it worth so much. Some 1949 wheat pennies have rare minting errors that can make them even more valuable. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die variety, which occurs when the die used to strike the coin was misaligned, causing the image on the coin to appear twice. This creates a unique effect, with the details on the coin appearing doubled or slightly shifted. A 1949 wheat penny with this error is incredibly rare and highly prized by collectors. There are also other errors that can increase the value of a 1949 penny. For instance, some coins were struck with a worn die, causing the design to be faint or incomplete. Others might have been minted with metal impurities or slight misalignments during the striking process. These small but significant variations make certain 1949 pennies stand out from the rest, and they are highly desirable in the coin collecting world. In addition to errors, the mint mark is another key factor in determining the value of the 1949 wheat penny. Some pennies were minted at specific mints, such as the Philadelphia Mint, while others were struck at the Denver or San Francisco mints. Coins from certain mints, particularly those with low mintage numbers, can be rarer and more valuable. If your 1949 wheat penny has a rare mint mark or a combination of other special features, it could significantly increase its worth. Now, let's talk about the exciting part, the potential value of a 1949 wheat penny. If you're lucky enough to find a 1949 penny in exceptional condition, or one that has a rare minting error like the double die, you could be sitting on a coin worth far more than you might expect. A rare, high-quality 1949 wheat penny could be worth as much as $71,000. Yes, you heard that right, $71,000 for a single penny. It's hard to believe, but this small piece of American history could fetch such an impressive price. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who's just getting into the hobby, the 1949 wheat penny is a coin you don't want to overlook. So, the next time you go through your old coins or check your pocket change, make sure to look for this rare gem. Who knows, you might just have a fortune waiting for you. Before you rush off to inspect your own coin collection, remember that the value of these pennies depends on a few key factors, including their condition, any potential minting errors, and their rarity. If you suspect that you have a valuable 1949 wheat penny, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable coin grading service. That way, you can get an accurate assessment of its worth. Top 4, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1957 wheat penny. Now, you might be thinking, a penny from 1957? What's so special about that? Well, I'm here to tell you, this penny is far more valuable than you might expect. If you're a coin enthusiast, or just someone with a bit of curiosity about what might be hiding in your old coin collection, you'll definitely want to stick around for this. The 1957 wheat penny is part of the classic wheat penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. This coin features the iconic design of two stalks of wheat on the reverse side, which is why it's called the wheat penny. But the 1957 version is more than just a piece of American history. There are some key factors that make it stand out, especially to coin collectors who know what to look for. So, let's take a deep dive into why this penny is so valuable. First, let's talk about the historical context of the 1957 wheat penny. It was minted at a time when the United States was in the midst of economic prosperity following the end of World War II. The country was rapidly transitioning into a new era, with the 1950s being a decade of growth and change. These pennies were widely circulated in everyday transactions, meaning that most of them were well used and not in great condition. This is important because coins like these were often worn down by time, handling, and constant circulation. However, the coins that survived in excellent condition are the ones that have become the real treasures. Condition is key when it comes to determining the value of a coin. While most 1957 wheat pennies you find today are worn and damaged, those in uncirculated or near-mint condition are rare. The key to finding a valuable 1957 penny lies in its preservation. If the coin has clear, sharp details, no visible wear, and its design is still vibrant, it could be worth much more than you think. It's important to remember that a coin in excellent condition is much rarer than one that's been circulated for decades, which is why it commands such a high price, but condition is just the beginning. Some 1957 wheat pennies are more valuable because of rare minting errors that make them stand out from the rest. One of the most exciting errors that collectors look for is the double die variety. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing the details on the coin to be slightly doubled. The result is a coin with a unique, ghosted effect on the lettering and images. A 1957 wheat penny with this double die error is incredibly rare and highly sought after, which can significantly increase its value. Another factor that can increase the value of a 1957 wheat penny is the mint mark. While most pennies from this year were minted in Philadelphia, some were struck at other mints, such as the Denver Mint. The mint mark can make a huge difference in determining the rarity of a coin. If your 1957 penny was minted in a location with a smaller mintage or a special marking, it can be a rare find and worth a lot more than a standard penny. Now, let's get to the most exciting part. How much could a 1957 wheat penny really be worth? If you've been fortunate enough to find a 1957 wheat penny that is in pristine, uncirculated condition or one with a rare minting error like the double die, you could be holding on to a valuable coin. The value of a well-preserved 1957 wheat penny could be as much as $58,000. Yes, that's $58,000 for a single penny. It's hard to believe that such a small, unassuming coin could hold such a high price tag, but that's the magic of rare coins. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who enjoys looking through old coins, the 1957 wheat penny is one that could surprise you. So, next time you come across one of these pennies, take a closer look. It could be worth much more than its face value, and you might just have a small fortune on your hands. If you've got a 1957 wheat penny, make sure to inspect it for any of these valuable traits: condition, minting errors, and mint marks. And if you suspect that your coin could be worth something special, consider having it professionally graded. A certified grading service can help you determine the true value of your coin, giving you the peace of mind that you're holding onto something truly rare. Top 5, we have an exciting gem to talk about, the 1950 wheat penny. Now, at first glance, a penny from 1950 might not seem like much, but trust me, there's a lot more to this little coin than meets the eye. If you've ever wondered about the true value of a wheat penny, or if you're a coin collector hoping to uncover a rare find, stick around because you might just have a fortune hiding in your collection. The 1950 wheat penny is a part of the iconic series of pennies that were minted between 1909 and 1958, known for the distinctive design of two stalks of wheat on the reverse side. But what makes the 1950 wheat penny particularly fascinating is the year it was minted and the rarity of high-quality examples still in circulation today. During this time, the U.S. was recovering from the aftermath of World War II, and the economy was starting to rebound. These pennies were used in everyday transactions, making them quite common. However, over time, many were worn down, damaged, or lost. So, if you come across a 1950 wheat penny in great condition, you might just have a rare treasure on your hands. So, what sets the 1950 wheat penny apart from others? The key to its value lies in its rarity, condition, and a few special characteristics that make certain examples stand out from the rest. While many of these coins were used and became heavily circulated, there are a few that have survived in pristine condition. Coins that are well preserved or uncirculated are much rarer than those that show wear, and these high-grade specimens are in high demand among collectors. The rarity of the 1950 wheat penny is also influenced by the fact that not all of these coins were created equal. Some have unique features, such as minting errors, that make them highly sought after. One of the most exciting things about coin collecting is the discovery of minting errors, and the 1950 wheat penny is no exception. There are certain examples of this coin that have very rare, one-of-a-kind errors that could dramatically increase its value. One of the most valuable types of errors you might find on the 1950 wheat penny is the double die variety. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing the image to appear doubled or ghosted. This creates a unique effect where the lettering and designs look like they're overlapping. A 1950 wheat penny with a double die error is considered a real gem in the coin collecting world. Collectors are always on the lookout for these kinds of errors, and they can make a huge difference in the coin's value. In addition to the double die error, there are other types of minting flaws that can make a 1950 wheat penny more valuable. Some coins have slight misalignments in the strike, leading to interesting imperfections that collectors find intriguing. Others may have been struck with worn dies, which can cause the details on the coin to be weak or blurry. These kinds of variations are exactly what make coins like the 1950 wheat penny stand out from the crowd. Another factor that can influence the value of a 1950 wheat penny is the mint mark. Some pennies from this year were minted in different locations, such as the Philadelphia Mint or the Denver Mint. Depending on the mint and how many were produced, certain mint marks can make a coin rarer and more desirable. The more limited the mintage, the higher the potential value for collectors who are looking to complete their collections. Now, let's talk about the price. You might be wondering just how much a 1950 wheat penny could be worth. If you happen to find a 1950 wheat penny in excellent condition, especially one with a rare minting error or a unique feature, you could be looking at a coin worth significantly more than its face value. A well-preserved, high-quality 1950 wheat penny can be worth as much as $64,000. Yes, you heard that right, $64,000 for a single penny. It's amazing to think that something as small as a penny could be worth so much, but that's the beauty of coin collecting. It's all about the rarity, condition, and unique characteristics that make certain coins stand out. If you have a 1950 wheat penny, take a closer look at its condition, check for any errors, and see if it has any unique features that might make it more valuable. If you're not sure what to look for, it's always a good idea to have your coin professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service. A certified grader can provide you with an accurate assessment of your coin's condition and value, helping you make an informed decision about whether to hold on to it or potentially sell it. Top 6. We're going to take a closer look at a coin that's truly a treasure, one that many collectors dream of finding, the 1944 wheat penny. This little coin, which might seem like just another penny at first glance, has a rich history and some rare qualities that make it incredibly valuable today. If you're curious about why the 1944 wheat penny is so sought after by collectors, or if you just love discovering hidden gems, you won't want to miss this. Now, let's start with a bit of history. The 1944 wheat penny was minted during World War II, a period of global unrest and transformation. At the time, the U.S. government needed all the resources it could get for the war effort, which meant that many coins, including the humble penny, were in high demand. But here's where it gets interesting. During this time, copper was in short supply. So, in 1943, the U.S. Mint switched to making pennies from steel. However, by 1944, the copper supply was restored, and the mint returned to using copper to mint the penny, resulting in the classic copper wheat penny we all know and love. So, what makes the 1944 wheat penny so special in the world of coin collecting? Well, it all comes down to a few key factors: rarity, condition, and the unique errors that make this coin stand out. The 1944 wheat penny was widely circulated, which means that most of the coins you find today have been worn down by years of use. But here's the catch: finding one in excellent condition is quite rare. The coins that were carefully preserved or remain uncirculated are the ones that can fetch the highest prices in the market, but it's not just the condition that makes the 1944 wheat penny valuable. This coin has a few key features that make it even more exciting for collectors. For instance, there are certain 1944 wheat pennies that were struck with errors, making them highly desirable. One of the most famous errors is the D/D mintmark variety. This happens when the mintmark is struck twice, creating a visible doubling effect. A 1944 wheat penny with this mintmark error can significantly increase the coin's value, and collectors often search for this specific variation. Another error that collectors look for on the 1944 wheat penny is the double die variety. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts during the process, causing the design to be imprinted onto the coin more than once, creating a doubled effect. When this happens, it makes the details of the coin appear thicker or more pronounced, especially on the date and lettering. These double die varieties are rare and extremely valuable to collectors, which is why they're highly sought after. Minting errors aside, the 1944 wheat penny's value can also be influenced by the overall rarity of the coin. You see, some pennies were minted in smaller quantities, and the condition of those coins can greatly affect how much they're worth today. The 1944 wheat penny, particularly the ones with rare errors or in uncirculated condition, are some of the most coveted coins in the market. If you happen to find a 1944 penny in pristine condition, you might just have a small fortune on your hands. Now, you might be wondering how much a 1944 wheat penny could really be worth. Well, here's where things get exciting. If you've got one of these rare gems in your collection, it could be worth far more than its face value. In fact, a 1944 wheat penny in exceptional condition or with a rare error could be worth as much as $76,000. Yes, you heard that right, $76,000 for a single penny. It's incredible to think that a coin as small as a penny could hold such value, but that's the magic of coin collecting. It's not just about the coin itself, it's about its rarity, its condition, and the little quirks that make it stand out from the rest. So, if you're a coin collector or just someone who loves discovering hidden treasures, be sure to check your collection or your change jar for a 1944 wheat penny. You could have a valuable piece of history on your hands. If you think you found a 1944 wheat penny with one of these rare errors or in excellent condition, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. Coin grading services can assess the coin's quality and determine its true value, ensuring that you're getting the most accurate information about your treasure. Top 7, and last rare wheat penny. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1945 wheat penny, a coin that might look simple at first glance but holds incredible value for those who know what to look for. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, this little penny has a history, rarity, and charm that make it one of the most desirable coins for collectors today. The 1945 wheat penny is part of the long-running series that was minted between 1909 and 1958. If you're familiar with the design, you'll recognize the classic reverse side featuring two stalks of wheat. This simple, yet iconic, design has made the wheat penny one of the most beloved coins in American numismatic history. But don't let the familiar design fool you. The 1945 version of the wheat penny is special for a number of reasons, making it a coin that's worth paying close attention to. Let's start with the historical context. The year 1945 was a pivotal moment in world history. It marked the end of World War II, a time of great change and uncertainty. The United States was emerging as a global superpower, and the economy was shifting as it recovered from the strains of the war. The 1945 wheat penny was minted during this transition period, meaning that the coins from this era were heavily circulated and used in everyday transactions. However, not all 1945 wheat pennies are created equal. While many of them were worn down by years of handling and use, there are a few coins that managed to survive in pristine condition. And that's where things get interesting. Condition plays a huge role in determining the value of a coin. As with many other coins, the 1945 wheat penny that is in mint or uncirculated condition is much rarer than one that's been through the wear and tear of daily life. The more well-preserved examples are highly prized by collectors, and they can command some serious money on the market, but it's not just about the condition of the coin. Some 1945 wheat pennies have special characteristics that make them even more valuable to collectors. One of the key factors that contribute to a coin's worth is minting errors. Mint errors are mistakes that happen during the production process, and they often create unique, one-of-a-kind pieces that collectors will pay a premium for. For the 1945 wheat penny, one of the most exciting errors to look for is the double die variety. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly, causing the image to be imprinted onto the coin multiple times. This can result in a doubled appearance of the date, lettering, and other features of the coin. A 1945 wheat penny with this error is extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. These types of minting errors can significantly boost the value of the coin, making it worth far more than a regular 1945 penny. Another factor that can influence the value of the 1945 wheat penny is its mint mark. If you're not familiar with mint marks, they're small letters located near the coin's date that indicate where it was struck. Most of the 1945 wheat pennies were minted in Philadelphia, but there were also coins made at the Denver and San Francisco mints. Coins from different mints can vary in rarity depending on how many were produced, so it's worth checking for a mint mark on your coin. A rarer mint mark could mean a higher value, especially when combined with other features like a pristine condition or minting error. But here's the really exciting part: how much could a 1945 wheat penny really be worth? If you've got a 1945 wheat penny in uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error like the double die, you could be sitting on a small fortune. These coins are highly desirable, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. A 1945 wheat penny in excellent condition or with a rare error could be worth as much as $72,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $72,000 for a single penny. It's incredible to think that such a small, seemingly ordinary coin could hold such significant value. But that's the magic of coin collecting. It's all about the rarity, condition, and unique features that set a coin apart from the rest. So, if you've got a 1945 wheat penny tucked away in your collection, or if you happen to find one in your change jar, be sure to take a closer look. It could be worth much more than just 1 cent. If you're unsure about the value of your coin, it's always a good idea to get it professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service. A certified grader can assess the condition of your coin, identify any errors, and give you a true estimate of its value. This can help you determine whether your coin is worth a few dollars or if it's one of those rare finds that could fetch a small fortune. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1945 wheat penny and want to discover more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting new video. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the world of rare coins is full of surprises, and you never know what treasure you might uncover next. Keep hunting for those gems, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy collecting!